Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I hope we're all doing well today. I have got the oven on. I'm not eating, it's for later. So if there's like a bit of white noise in the background, that's what that is, but it's okay. I hope we're all doing good this morning. I'm feeling a little bit tired this morning, so we're going to take it nice and slow. This week we have been looking at asana, so the third limb of the yogic path, which is the part that most people know about yoga, is the physical postures. But this month we're looking through the whole 8 limbs of yoga. So we've looked at behavior and now we're looking at physical postures. The next few weeks we'll be going into more breath work and meditative side of things. We'll still be doing the stretching, but that will be the theme. So this week we've been looking at different kinds of asanas. We had the first Monday and Tuesday, we were looking at standing and seated, things that support our salah. Yesterday we were looking at hip openers, which are really good for just releasing any trapped emotions and making us more generally mobile. Today we're going to be looking at heart openers, which are my favorite type of yoga poses. I love heart openers. They also support salah mentally, so not just physically, but heart openers foster emotional openness. They help us develop connection, gratitude, contentment, and all of this is something that is going to support our salah in the long run and our connection to Allah in general. So when we were looking at the niyamas last week, which is how we treat ourselves, it's like our behavior. The second niyama was santosha, which is contentment, or shukr in Islam. So it's something that we're very aware of. It's not just a response to good times, it's a constant state of recognizing Allah's mercy. So there's 3 pillars of shukr. There's the heart, recognizing what you're grateful for, the tongue, praising what you're grateful for, and then the actions of using your blessings to help other people. So there's the verse in the Quran about, if you are grateful, I will certainly give you more. So today we're going to be focusing on what we're grateful for, opening up our hearts, and just softening into this state of emotional awareness. Aside from the emotional benefits, heart openers help improve posture. They reduce tension in the body and in the mind. They help your breathing and lung capacity by opening up that space. They increase your energy levels. They give you better circulation, stimulation of the nervous system. They improve spinal health and overall mobility. So heart openers they're an all-rounder. So we're going to get started in supported fish pose. Now, I normally show this to you guys with a bolster or a pillow, which you're also welcome to use. I'll show you how to use one of these. So we just place it at the base of the spine, bring the feet, you can either have the feet planted on the mat, you can have them crossed, or you can have them extended. And then we're just gonna exhale, puff the chest open, and soften our spine all the way down onto whatever we have. Now, if you have blocks, you don't have a bolster, you're going to get one block, face it the long way across the mat, and then another block, face it the tall way and the short way. So you're it's on the mat like this. And then you're going to take your hands on this block, the first block, inhale to push your chest open, and then soften all the way down so the block is at the base of your shoulder blades. Then once you've got your stability here, you can rest the head on this block. Make sure this is also stable. So if it's wobbling, just make sure you've got it completely flat on the mat. And then here we can do the same thing with the legs. We can keep them up or we can extend them all the way down. And once we find our stability, once we find comfort in this pose, we can start to relax the body and come back to the breath. So if you notice that your legs aren't very engaged, the toes are falling out to the side, just go and squeeze the thighs, point the toes towards the back of the room. So we're going to keep everything nice and engaged. And just here noticing where the breath tends to move once we're opening up the chest like this. Are you still breathing into your stomach? Is it moving further up the chest, to the sides of the chest? And we're not changing, we're not judging. We're just being aware. And then on your next inhale, bring the hands all the way up towards the ceiling and grab opposite elbows. You can either grab opposite elbows or you can keep your arms straight with the palms facing each other. And as you inhale, pull your arms all the way back towards your ears. Really breathing into this space here underneath the armpit. Exhale, push the hands all the way back in front of the face and down. Inhale to bring them up, pulling them overhead. Exhale, push them back. Breathing in to inhale and lift. Breathing out to lower the arms. One more coming up. And if you are grabbing opposite arms, elbows here, when you get to your full range of motion, extend the arms out overhead. So we're really lengthening through the fingertips. And then exhale, drawing the hands all the way back down onto the mat. To come out of this one, we're gonna prop up onto our forearms and then lift your torso up. The head comes up last. So we're pulling ourselves up and then the head stacks. So coming into a comfortable seat. Inhale to push the palms away from you, interlace the fingers, and then lift the arms all the way up to the sky. You can pull your hands behind your ears if you'd like, or you can keep them framing the ears. Exhale, fold all the way down to the left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, fold all the way down to the right. Inhale back to center. This time, release the hands, drop the left hand all the way down, and reach even further across with the right arm. You can come down onto your forearm, you can come up onto your hand, whichever feels more comfortable this morning. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Drop the right hand. If you came down onto the forearm, you can do the same on this side. Inhale to lift the left arm up and exhale, bend over to the right. Inhale, come all the way up to a seat. Take the right hand onto the left knee. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist to the left, gazing over that left shoulder. Inhale to come back to center. Cross the arms so your left hand is on your right knee at the same time. And then exhale, push your spine to the back of the room. Tuck your chin. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine, and twist open to the right as you exhale. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. Take the hands behind you, so the fingertips are facing the back of the room. And then inhale, puff open the chest. You can dip the head back, tip the chin up to the sky if your neck allows. And then exhale, walk the hands in front of you, folding over the thighs. Try to keep your sit bones on the floor here, so if you come forward and your bum comes up, walk yourself back. Inhale, coming all the way back up to a seat. Plant your hands in front of you and then walk your legs back, coming into a child's pose. So you can have your knees together or further apart, and sink the chest all the way down. On your next inhale, plant your forehead on the floor and bring the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Inhale to pull the fist away from your back. Exhale to start to rock gently from side to side. You move the fist from left to right. And then exhale, release the hands back down to the floor. Into our child's pose. Inhale to plant the hands, ripple yourself all the way forward, pulling the spine forward, and we're gonna drop onto our stomachs. Lower all the way down to the mat, and then take your right hand out towards the right, plant the palm on the floor. Your left hand is next to your left shoulder. Inhale to lift the left foot and bring it over to the right hand side, keeping that right shoulder glued to the floor. You can drop the head onto the mat or keep it hovered. If you feel stable here, you might be able to lift up that left hand, reach it back towards the right, and see if you can pull your palm away from you. Interlace the fingers. Exhale to release the hands, plant the left hand back on the mat, and come all the way back onto your stomach. Inhale here, exhale to release the left hand all the way along to the left side, planting the right hand. Lift up that right foot and then turn all the way over to the left. You can drop the head onto the mat. Inhale to lift up that right hand if you have the stability. We're reaching back towards the left hand, and then we're pulling the fist away from us. So we're opening up across that chest even more. Release that right hand all the way back down onto the right hand side, coming back onto your stomach. Plant the forearms on the mat with the fingers facing forward, and then inhale, pull your chest through into Sphinx. Exhale, drop the chest all the way down. Now bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to lift. You can keep a slight bend in the elbows or straighten the arms all the way. Halving the chest forward, gazing up at the sky. Good. Exhale to release all the way down. Bring the hands next to the body with the palms facing up. Inhale to just lift your chest. Lift the hands. We're reaching towards the back of the room. Exhale to lower. The next time we lift up, we're going to lift the legs as well as the arms. So we'll reach both of them towards the back of the room at the same time. So inhale up. Exhale, drop. And the next time we come up, we're going to interlace the fingers behind our back. So taking that same action we've been taking before, but lifting up the legs and the chest at the same time. So lowering all the way down and then inhaling up. Pulling everything to the back of the room. Exhale, drop everything down to the floor. Plant the right palm, the left arm in front of you, Turn to face that right foot and bring the leg in towards you. So we're pulling that right foot in towards our glute as much as you can. Exhale to release the right foot all the way back, and then planting the right arm, turning to face the left. Inhale that left foot all the way back up towards your glutes. At the same time, we're pushing our hips into the mat. Exhale to drop the foot all the way back down. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders and push back into tabletop. Inhale to drop the stomach, round through the spine, gaze up. Exhale, push the ground away from you, push your spine up to the ceiling, tuck the chin. Inhale, rounding through the spine, gazing up. Exhale, pushing the ground away, gazing down. Just flowing between these two poses at the pace of your own breath. We're really mobilizing the spine here. You can start to introduce bigger movements, maybe bringing your weight over your wrists as you do it, introducing some semicircles, Just really taking this time to feel into your own spine, feel into the muscles around the spine, and see what your body is asking for today. And then on your next exhale, tuck your toes and send your hips all the way up into the sky for your down dog. You can keep a nice deep bend in the knees. You can pedal your legs out one at a time. Your heels can be as high off the ground as you need them to be. Inhale to send your weight forward. Bring that right leg in between your hands. Plant the outer edge of the back foot and lift up into your warrior two. Flip the front palm. Inhale to send the weight forward. Exhale, shift your right hand all the way back, coming into reverse warrior. Inhale, lift your torso back up into your warrior two, and then draw your hands behind your back. Inhale, pull the fist down, puffing the chest up. Exhale, drop your right shoulder towards your right knee, lifting that palm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, release the hands all the way down to the mat, and then sink into that right hip, maybe coming up onto the tiptoes, turning the left toes to face the sky. Plant the right hand in front of the right knee, and then lift the left arm up to the sky in this side bend. If you feel stable here, turn the left palm to face the back of the room, and then bend the palm around. See if you can grab your right thigh. Exhale, release the left hand. Drop both hands to frame that front foot, and then step all the way back into your down dog. Taking a nice few deep breaths here. Softening into the breath. Seeing if we can find stability here. Inhale to lift that left foot. Bring it all the way through. Turn the right foot to face the short edge of the mat. And then bring the arms all the way up into a T. We're in our warrior two. Keep a nice deep bend in that front knee. Your hips are facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale to turn the left palm to face the sky. Exhale, send it back. So your right hand is on the right knee. Your left hand is all the way up overhead. Exhale, lift the torso back up, come into your warrior two, and then draw your hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers like this, and inhale, puff the chest up, pull the fist down. Exhale, drop your left shoulder towards your left knee as much as you can. And we're pulling those arms up overhead as much as we can. Exhale, drop both hands into the front of the left foot, and slowly, slowly sink your hips down into your side lunge. Again, you can be up on your tiptoes. You can have a blanket or a block underneath your hips just to make this a little bit more stable. You also might be more up here, which is absolutely fine. We take it as low as we can. Plant the left hand in front of the left foot and inhale to lift that right arm up to the sky. Again here, if you reached that hand back before, turn your right hand to face the other way. Bend the elbow so you're reaching around your back. See if you can bring that hand through onto that left thigh. Inhale to lift the arm back up. Bring both hands to frame that front leg. And then walk yourself up into a wide-legged fold. So planting both feet, stay nice and strong in the legs. You can have a prop here, like a block or something, to bring the floor to you. Your toes are facing in slightly. Inhale to straighten your back. Exhale to drop your head as much as you can. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, lift the head. You can remove any props that you have. Walk the hands all the way back to face the front of the mat. Send your left foot to meet the right. Drop your knees. Exhale, send your hips all the way back into child's pose. Inhale to walk the hands back towards your knees, coming up to a seat on the knees. Now we're going to take we're going to take camel pose now. This one can be quite a bit of an intense back bend, so we're just going to listen to the body. We're going to see where we are today. So we're going to lift the hips up, coming up onto our knees, nice and tall. Place your hands on your lower back, so your fingers are facing down. Your thumbs are wrapped around your waist. So you're using your hands for stability here. You can squeeze the elbows together as much as you can. Inhale to puff up the chest, lengthen through the chest. And then exhale, slowly start to send your hips forward and bend back. Now, this might be enough for you. You might be able to drop your head a little bit more. You also might be able to release your right hand onto the right ankle, and then maybe release the left hand onto the left ankle. And once you've got that stability, you can push yourself forward, pushing the hips forward, opening up across the chest, maybe dropping that head back. And to come out, we bring the hands back to the lower back. Inhale back up to a seat. Exhale, lower back down onto your heels. Coming onto all fours now. Keeping your knees underneath your hips, so your legs aren't going to move at all. You're going to exhale and just walk the hands forward, sinking the chest down. Every time we exhale, seeing if we can soften even more into the space here, getting that chest as low as possible. And then maybe bringing our forearms together so that we can bring the palms together. Drop the head and pull the palms back towards your shoulders. So we're lifting the hands up towards the sky, just to give an even more of an intense stretch across the shoulders. You can lower the palms if this feels too intense. Inhale to come up onto the hands. Flip your right palm up to face the sky, and then exhale, sink the chest down towards the right armpit. Inhale, come back up to center, turn both palms. Exhale, flip the left palm and then sink that chest all the way down into the left armpit. Inhale, come back up to center. Planting both palms nice and strong. Inhale, ripple the spine, pulling the top of your neck all the way forward, coming down onto our stomach. We're going to bring the arms to face the back of the room. Bend both knees, flex the feet so you're pushing the heels up to the sky, and then grab opposite ankles. Now we can stay here. You're also able to use something like a blanket or a pillow, because this pose can be a little bit uncomfortable on the pelvis. So if you've got a little something like this, it can really help just to release the hip bones onto. It doesn't feel as sore or intense. So we're grabbing our heels, lowering our stomach to the floor, flexing the feet, and then inhale, push your feet away from you, reach back with your arms, and puff open the chest. Keeping a nice steady breath here. And on your next exhale, lowering all the way down. You can release the prop. Drop both of your forearms to the ground and then release your forehead onto your arms. Noticing your heart rate here, noticing it come back to normal as we relax. And then we're going to take our left hand, reach it towards the right. The right arm comes on top and we reach that towards the left. And we're going to use the hands to pull our shoulder blades apart. So we're really stretching our hands away from each other. And our chin comes to rest on top of that right arm. Inhale, come back up to center. Then this time we're reaching the right arm first. And then the left arm comes on top. Pulling the hands away from each other, resting that chin on top of the left arm this time. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. And then come back into your tabletop, cross your feet over, coming onto our backs. So slowly lowering all the way down onto the spine. Extend the left leg out all the way down. And bring the right knee in towards the chest. Just giving it a nice gentle hug. And then exhale to pull the right knee over to the left. Extend your right arm, gaze towards the right hand, or you can keep the gaze up at the ceiling. Making sure both shoulders are on the floor. Inhale to lift the right arm, bring it all the way over to the left. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring the right hand all the way over to the left. Exhale, drop it all the way back. Inhale to bring the right knee all the way back up to center. Drawing in that left knee, extending the right leg this time. Just pulling that right knee in towards the chest. And then exhale to pull that left knee all the way over towards the right, extending the left arm out towards the left. Inhale to lift the left arm up, draw it all the way over to the right. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Drop it to the right. Exhale, push it back. Last one, drawing it over to the right. And then pushing it back. Good, and then inhale the left knee all the way back up to center. Draw both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. You can pull the forehead in towards the knees. And then exhale, slowly, slowly lowering the entire spine, the head and the legs. And then dropping the arms out to the side, lowering into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So just taking these last few moments in this resting pose to allow the breath to come back to normal, allow the heart rate to come back to normal. We're not forcing the breath. We're not judging any thoughts that arise. And any thoughts that do arise, just gently replacing them with something we're grateful for. Having gratitude in difficult times, appreciating the small things, and expressing thanks to people in our lives that we're grateful for. So you are welcome to stay in this state for as long as you need. Soak up all of that heart-opening goodness. If you would like to come out of the pose, you can slowly introduce some movement back into your fingers and your toes, and then slowly, slowly come up to a seat. So I will read you a verse from the Quran to leave you with for the rest of the day. Lessons from celestial orbits. It is not for the sun to catch up with the moon, nor does the night outrun the day. Each is traveling in an orbit of their own. Consider the analogy in this verse. The sun and the moon moving in their own orbits. Now think about life. It's kind of the same. Each person's journey, path, experiences, and growth are unique, just like those celestial bodies following their own orbits. How does this idea make you feel? Personally, it makes me feel very comforted. It means we can't compare ourselves to others, and we do have to be grateful for what we have because it's perfectly ordained exactly for us. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I will see you tomorrow for a nice, slow yin class. If you have done yin with me before, you'll know to bring all of the props, blankets, pillows, cushions, anything you have, blocks, bolsters. And we will just take it nice and slow for our Jummah practice. So inshallah, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Bye.